Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Capnclydes MTG. We're back today. It's not Bloomburrow time. It is Duskmourn time. Do 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 do. A very sweet horror style MTG product, which may be right up there with my other favorite set that came out, which was Midnight Hunt, because I like werewolves. I ain't gonna lie. I like werewolves. I won't lie. Anyway, I love the set. I love the horror theme, the Halloween style. But Duskmourn may be taking it to the next level, and it may be something really special. So don't forget to comment, like, subscribe. Links below to help the channel. We get to 1,000 subscribers. We're gonna pop off with some giveaways and start doing them every time we get a new milestone of 1,000 peeps. So, with all that said, we got a lot to talk about, so let's get what these cards look like. So, we're going to start off with a card that was previewed from the Japanese side. There's two of them. We have Enduring Tenacity, 2 black and 2 enchantment creature Snake Glimmer. It's a 4/3. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Whenever Enduring Tenacity dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. It's an enchantment. Now, we don't have any more information on what that means as of right now, the filming of this video, but this is already an amazing card. You gain life, they lose life, yada yada yada. It's gonna be great for Commander. Plus, this is the Japanese style art. I don't know if we're gonna get it or not over here in the States. If we don't, it's gonna be pricey, and if we do, still gonna be pricey. I'm not gonna lie. This is pretty sweet, and I love the emblem. This set. I thought Bloomburrow was going to be sweet, and I think it is. The real sweetness for 2024 may just be this set. So, moving on, there is another Japanese card that came out, Overlord of the Haunted Woods. If you couldn't tell this was a Japanese card by the art, you probably got to go Google some more stuff. Anyway, 2 green and 3 for a 6/5. That seems fair. It has something called Impending 4 and 2 green and 1, whatever that means. It says, whenever Overlord of the Haunting Woods enters or attacks, create a tapped, colorless land token named everywhere that is every basic land type. So, if this swings or enters the battlefield on turn 5, you get a free land. And when it starts swinging, you just get more land. I'm going to guess Impeding is probably some way to go search a land up instead of casting this. Maybe kind of like Invoke. Sound off in the comments what you think it's going to be. It does look interesting. So these are the 2 Japanese cards that we're aware of. Moving on to the cards leaked at the Pro Tour. We have the Wandering Rescuer. A Human Samurai Noble that will be in this set. 2 white and 3 for a 3/4 flasher with Convoke. Double strike, other tap creatures you control have hexproof. That's right. You could convoke this in response to someone killing your stuff if your stuff is tapped and save it. If your stuff ain't tapped, you can use your tap stuff to put this in play and still save your stuff. This seems very powerful as a utility card, and the 3/4 double strike is really good. It will be hard to kill with most cheap removal that has weird conditions. Generic removal is still generic removal that will be able to kill it. That's not a big deal. It is a mythic. It looks good, and I really dig the Wanderer. What can I say? She's my jam. Not as much as Lily is. Lily's always going to be my girl. Moving on. Next, we have Cursed Recordings. It's very interesting. 2 red and 2. It looks like TVs and very modern. Anyway, whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, this is an artifact, you put a time counter on the Cursed Recording. Then, if there are 7 or more time counters on it, remove those counters, and it deals 20 damage to you. Ooh. It says, tap, when you next cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets. Okay, this, maybe there's going to be part of, or some version of the gifts in this where you get to give people stuff so you can, like, do some things and then give it to your opponent. Seems kind of rough. But maybe a mechanic in the set to let you take counters off it. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Next, we have Come Back Wrong. Black and 2 sorcery. Destroy target creature. If a creature card is put in the graveyard this way, return it to the battlefield under your control. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Return it to the battlefield under your control. Sacrifice it at the beginning of your next end step. Well, I mean, it's a 3 mana kill anything, which is good. You get it for the rest of that turn, and then it dies. So I guess you'd want to use this on something that has a enter the battlefield trigger, maybe. Sacrifice it. Yeah, I don't know. Again, we don't know a whole lot about the set. That's a very horror-themed set. So we may find out there's a reason for that. Next, we have Fear of Missing Out. Oh my god, they made FOMO. It's the card FOMO. Red and 1 for a 2/3 enchantment creature nightmare. When Fear of Missing Out enters, discard a card, then draw a card. It has Delirium. For you guys who don't remember what that is, that has to do with having stuff in your graveyard. So when it attacks for the first time each turn, if you have 4 or more card types among the card types in your graveyard, untap target creature. After this phase, there is an additional combat phase. That's really powerful for something that is so cheap. But you do have to have Delirium. But still, this is going to be very popular and horrifying at the same time. My god, I'm really down with this set. We need this horror set so much. Nowhere to Run. We have Black and 1 enchantment with Flash. When it enters the battlefield, target creature an opponent controls is -3/-3 in turn. Creatures your opponent control can be targets of spells or abilities as though they didn't have hexproof. Ward abilities of those creatures don't trigger. This is going to be an amazing uncommon, as it basically shuts down everything you had to protect your creature other than spells. Plus, for 2 mana, it does kill shit. Amazing uncommon. Lots of possibilities here. Going to be very good in Commander and other formats. And yowza. So, it's Toby, the Beastie Befriender. Toby. Anyway, white and 2 for a 1/1. When Toby, I can't get over Toby. Toby, Beastie Befriender enters, create a 4/4 white beast creature token with. This creature can't attack or block alone as long as you control 4 or more creature tokens. Creature tokens you control have flying. Very powerful. Luckily, this is legendary, so you can't just have a board full of Tobys and beat somebody to death with your Toby gang. Oh my god, I'm going to stop now. Anyway, so moving on. I love this card. We have Screaming Nemesis. So red and 2, creature spirit, 3/3 and haste. When it's dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any other target. If a player is dealt damage this way, they can't gain life for the rest of the game. This is going to be a $50 mythic because it literally says, no more life gain for you forever. Because it says whenever it's dealt damage, that's direct damage, that's creature damage, so you can't really block it, because even if you block it and you kill it, now you can't gain life, which now means you're probably losing anyway. Like, this is a powerful mythic. This is going to be, I know I said 50, it might be a bit much, but I don't think I'm wrong. 3 mana, 3/3, haste. Oh, it's a dream for every red deck in the world. Anyway, moving on. We have the Doomsday Executioner. No, Excruciator. Anyway, to hell with this name. It's 6 black. Holy shit. 6 black. To get a 6/6 flying, when it enters, if it was cast, each player exiles all but the bottom 6 cards of their library face down. At the beginning of your upkeep, draw a card. I am so confused. Is this like Cthulhu? Is that what this is supposed to be? Because this is like something where, like, you don't win and your opponent probably might not either. Like, this is insane. This is like the cursed recording. Like, yeah, it's really cool what it does, but it's probably going to kill you. Huh. Exile all but the bottom 6 cards of our library face down. There must be something else to... Anyway, moving on. I don't want to hold you guys too long here. That's right, it's chainsaw time. Oh, man. Red and 1 equipment artifact. It deals 3 damage to up to 1 target creature when it enters, so it's already good. Whenever 1 or more creatures die, put a rev counter on chainsaw. The equipped creature gets plus X plus O, where X is the number of rev counters on the chainsaw it equips for 3. This is so sweet for a red rush deck. It deals damage to creatures. It pumps the creatures that are on the field. It's a chainsaw. I mean, I don't know what else I can say for it, like to talk about how cool this thing is. I love it. Moving on. We have some leaks into the Duskmourn House of Horror commander decks. They'll be in hit store shelves worldwide September 27th, 2024. And with it, 4 new commander decks will make... Hang on a second. Aren't we getting Bloomburrow in August, and now House of Horror is going to hit the shelves on September, like a month later? What the fuck? Anyway, I'm going to have to go look into that. So we have the 4 commander decks. We have Miracle Worker, white, blue, black. We have Death Toll, black, green. We have Jump Scare, green, blue, and Endless Punishment, red, black. The only ones we really recognize here is we do recognize this little lady. She is a old Planeswalker, and this is from Strixhaven. I forgot what her name was. These are new, so it'll be interesting to see how those will line up. So what's in the commander deck, you may ask? Well, it includes 1 ready to play 100-card deck, 1 traditional foil borderless face commander, 1 traditional foil borderless featured commander, 8 new to Magic cards, 10 non-foil double-sided tokens, 10 scheme cards for use in the Arch Enemy format. Very interesting. A deck box, 1 collector booster sample pack, a life wheel, and strategy insert. Not bad. Very interesting. I might pick up a box or 2 of these, or a box of each of the new ones, just to kind of see. Lots of cool stuff coming in here in Duskmourn. I'm going to go see when these sets start to get released, because, Jesus Christ, this comes out in the end of September. We're getting one at the beginning of August. That's a whole lot of Magic at one time. Good God. So, until next time, be kind, and as always, I hope to see you across from the game table. Later, playa. Hope they put Elvira in this set. That'd be awesome.